Hi, Kit Wertz with you, Flower Duet. And it's time to make some crafts. It's that time of year where maybe you're trying to think of something to make for gifts, or maybe you have a shop and you want to offer something different in your shop. So there's a couple things you could do with this craft. Is you could make them and offer them in all different colors, or you could offer kits for someone to make them, and you can make different sizes for people to make it affordable. And you can make really small ones as ornaments. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about this great like shadow box frame that's wood that you could color any color, and then we're going to add a pattern of preserved moss inside. And then after that you can add some other things to it. So let's get started. Okay, so what we have here is a box that I picked up at my Michael's. It's a wood plaque, they call it. But I like it because it's unfinished, which means you could paint it any color you want for the frame. And it's very inexpensive. And for our purposes, it's perfect. So you can take the label off, and then you have a nice, basically blank slate. So we're going to use our favorite craft glue. This is by Aleene's Clear Gel Tacky Glue. It dries fast, water soluble, non-toxic, and we are going to be very liberal with it. So I'm going to go across the entire bottom, and you might go, wow, it's not going to dry fast. And the beauty is, no, it's not going to dry too fast. So this will be perfect. So I'm going to just create a big grid. Okay. So I already kind of did my pattern, so I kind of know what I did, but I'm going to do sort of a diagonal. So I'm going to start here with this chartreuse moss. And like I said in the intro, this moss is real moss. It's been preserved and colored or dyed. And this is the type of moss that reindeer like to eat. So I just did a triangle here of the chartreuse. Now I'm going to take the more kind of natural greeny color, and I'm going to draw with it, yes. I'm going to make basically a diagonal line of it going up. And where you get this kind of moss, you can get it from floral supply places. I got mine, well, two places, a floral supply place, and then today I picked up some more. This is our favorite kind of brand, Super Moss. I got this at Armstrong. Sorry for the noise. A little bit more out. It comes in all different colors. Just know that if you do get it wet, the colors will bleed. So you want to be careful. I like, this is a different type of moss. So I'm going to place that to break up the texture, to make it a little more interesting. And I don't mind that it's kind of got some different colors going on. I am going to bring it all the way through though. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it all. As you can see, once you prepped everything, it comes together fairly quickly. If you have a hole somewhere, like here, I've got kind of a hole. Go back with a little more of this glue. Try to get it down into where the hole is. Place another piece of moss. You can pull it apart really easily to get the size you want. Don't neglect the edges. Try to make sure you get it all the way up to the edge so it has nice coverage. Now I think we need to repeat with the chartreuse color. Some of it, as it ages, gets to be a little different, or it's not all uniform. So I'm going to go back into my bag here and see if I can get some really of the bright stuff. And if it's not your taste, you can always just stick to neutrals. There's like the beigey brown. There's a moss that looks just kind of beigey brown too. And then I like this color green is slightly different. And instead of going all the way up to the corner with it, since I have some of this moss left, I'm going to place that in the corner to kind of repeat that pattern a little bit. So you can be pretty rough with it. It does, if it's fresh, fresh preserved, I should say, it should bounce back. So the test to see if you got everything glued is flip it over, nothing came off, great. Now you just need to wait a little while for it to dry. So as I mentioned before, you have a base, and so this you could leave it like this, very natural, and have it as a wall hanging. You could hang it like this, or you could just have it displayed like this, or really like this or like this. Then if you wanted to add some interest, if you know somebody has design preferences, you could throw little pops of color in. If you're going to add something, you might want to go in threes or one long bit of color, or maybe you take up that corner as an anchor. So that's an option. Also, you can introduce a whole nother element. This is a type of fungi also that's been preserved and dyed. So you could put it in like so, or like so, like so, like so. And if you're going to add something like this, then you would need to pop some hot glue in and put it here. You can add this in the middle as looks kind of underwater there. This type of fungi comes in different colors also, so that you can take this same concept and completely change the colors. You can have different colors. You can sell them as kits. You could have them offer them on your store in customized colors for people. There's so many different mosses you can use, so there's different ideas you can go for. So we're finished. Remember, you can have it upright, like this, the other side, like this. You will probably need to add a hook on the back for people to hang it. You could add glass on top, make it like a tray or a display on a table, on a coffee table. You can add other elements to it. That's another type of fungi. You could add purple, different color. You could add other elements like this skeletized leaf. And really, the possibilities are endless. So I hope you let your imagination run wild, get some moss, and have some fun.